Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the North Star State, where the sounds of the Yaller horn and the Skol chant echo throughout U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a look here at the veteran under center. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Short throw. He's got Kraft. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a Packer first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. McPherson. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Hey, look at his defense for the Vikings. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Packers.
Up the middle they go. McPherson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. 20 carries, 104 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one fell to the ground.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's the option. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football in the field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 14. Short throw. He's got Kraft. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
5 yards on the play. And it's
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference. You let it slide, but hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one. Throwing is McCarthy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Now McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll check this one down to Barber. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Golden. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Brings up 3rd.
Back to throw here. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Waddle now to return it. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time. While they're playing this one, they got to take care of business first.
At the 40-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Golden. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, McPherson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Now back to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. And the Packers first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. McPherson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Pace on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That's a gain of 5.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to have a Packers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Packers.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Well, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Over the middle, it's complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's good for the Packers. First down. 1st and goal, Green Bay.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The football going back to the Vikings offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now a 3rd and 6.
To number 87. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
4th down.
The Vikings send out their punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Well, it's a shovel pass, and it's complete. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 15-yard line.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on a sack.
3rd and
in search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as he'll be marked out a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st down. It's a gain of 6.
Up the middle they go. McPherson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are able to widen their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. To the air with McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And the Packers get him nowhere to go. They bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Fair catch, signaled for and taken.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Jalen Milrose.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Touchdown, Packers! Tucker Kraft in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to widen their lead in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the round is on here in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A final shot before break. McCarthy. He's going to go up top again. That is incomplete. So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Oh, good move. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
McCarthy operating from the gun. That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 42. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff running for the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackle on the play by Christian Benford. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week. The
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Micah Parsons showed off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. That's Wagner. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Pressure comes and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Able to slither by. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Vikings 1st down.
On play action, now McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 34 yards. That's another Vikings 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
Throwing is McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this one is right through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there and seeming to help some inch a bit closer.
When you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he's taken down and able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 12.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Line of scrimmage to 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. McPherson. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
on 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Tommy Townsend in punt formation.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll start by running the option to the right. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. They've been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them? I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
From the sideline, and I
seem surprising to face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now out comes Minnesota. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now 2nd and 6.
Back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
A gain of 27 more yards. That's another.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Packers' 22-yard
back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they've got it inside the 10 and the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw here. That's taken in by Golden. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 30 before being taken down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A gain of 30. 1st down, Green Bay.
Up the middle they go. McPherson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing we know about our throws. They don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it. I think his eyes were looking downfield, trying to see that open grass. Ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To the air with McCarthy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. McPherson.
17, the ball carrier.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A 2-yard pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 3rd down, McPherson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 68 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
At the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, McPherson. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
He was brought down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. McPherson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
an absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Green Bay, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.